I can start.
Yeah.
All right, Christian Taylor, one of the greatest triple jumpers in history, closed out his career tonight in the swamp, the place he's called home for so long. How special was it to be able to cap off such a great career on your home runway?
I am a proud Florida Gator through and through. I bleed orange and blue, and so to start my career here in 2009, to end it here, it's just surreal. To share it with friends, family, to do this with Mouse this whole time, it's just been such a special journey, and now I hand off the baton to Grant and to Grace and to the extraordinary Jasmine, the extraordinary athletes that this program is producing. I'm just so proud of what this team is doing, from national champions to conference champions. I'm just so proud to be a Florida Gator, and this was the best closing I could have hoped for.
The last couple years, you've been dealing with coming back from that Achilles injury. Maybe not the end of your career you would have hoped for, but what are some of the biggest lessons that you learned through this process that you're going to carry with you into your post-track life?
Yeah, it just helped me build my spirit of resilience, of perseverance. When life is going to throw you lemons, you got to make lemonade. And so it's not, how you fall, it's how you get up. And actually the people that are around you have just been a critical part of my recovery, of my comeback. And so whether my agency, my family, the Gator Nation, I felt like even when I was at my lowest, I had people really lifting me up, holding me up and just saying, just keep going. And so I'm just extraordinarily proud and grateful of this school and in my support circle.
To add on to that, your journey with your Achilles and stuff, Will Clay is from your rival during your time at UF. How did his first-hand experience with his own Achilles inspire you to keep pushing to get into it?
Yeah, Will was actually the first person that called me after my surgery. He actually ruptured his Achilles almost exactly a year before me, and he was back jumping, and I was in the hyperbaric chamber at that time, got the call, and he just said, look, I know you're down, it may feel like you're out, I did it, you could do it too. And so I think, again, tapping back into that spirit of resilience. Sports is all about, again, falling and getting back up, but knowing that injuries and challenges are going to come. But it's so important to have the right people around you that can really be a source of strength, inspiration, really when you need it the most.
And you've been competing for 14 years. Do you still get nerves when you come out here?
Today, I was almost sick because I knew that this was going to be the last 6 jumps of my life. The nerves were very real. That last jump, I just couldn't foul. I didn't want to go out with an X, but I loved putting on a show. I loved the nerves that I had from my first SEC championships to my final jump. Whether I was at Olympic Games or whatever, I always knew that I was representing the University of Florida, which I took a lot of pride in. And I just wanted to inspire really these athletes that were here, athletes from the SEC, and then of course the US.
Did you know they were going to have the crowd come down like they did, or was that a bit of a surprise?
Absolutely not. I'm really not one to be in front of the camera. Like, I don't like the limelight, and so I think really the nerves went to another level when everyone came down. I almost felt like I blacked out because I was hearing the accolades and hearing my journey, and obviously that makes me very emotional to think of what I've been able to accomplish and the sacrifices, everything that you do to make dreams come true. But then when I looked down and saw all those bodies at the end of the pit, it just felt like I was jumping into like a cloud of love. And so I'm just so grateful for this experience, so grateful for American Track League and to end my career here.
And you didn't foul, that's the important part.
Yeah, I didn't foul.
What are you looking forward to most now for your future?
To be honest, just family time. I talk about the sacrifices that it takes, and it really, you have to say no to so many things to reach your goals. And so family has been put to the side. I've lived abroad, and the parties and stuff like this I'm fine with, but it's just really just getting that quality family time again. That's just gonna be so important to me.
The men's triple jump, the global picture right now is so competitive. You had, the big jumps at Euros, Jaden Hibbert. It seems like it's only a matter of time until he goes 18. Then you got Zango as well. Do you think, what do you think it might take to make the podium in Paris this year? And what do you just kind of view the this, what's the word? Like how the outlook of global triple jumping?
You know, I'm glad we're talking about it, right? At the end of the day, that was always my goal, to show athletes that 18-meter barrier is something that is tangible. And so I was so proud to see them battling out, you know, Pichardo, Jordan at Euros. I think there's more to come. I think Paris is going to be a hot track, a fast track, and I'm just hoping that these guys want to put on a show. I think Zongo's got some things in his pocket, you know, with the experience of Teddy Tomgo, and I just think that I just want to encourage these athletes to step up to the plate, make triple jump a premier event. We can do it. The high jump has done it. The pole vault has done it. Why not triple jump? That's one thing I've always asked my competitors. Why not triple jump be a premier event? And so the talent is there. You know, youth, the young athletes like Jordan, you know, are stepping up to the plate, like Jaden stepping up to the plate. We need these 18-meter, we need these 59 feet jumps. That's what makes it exciting, and what it's going to take to medal, it's whoever shows up on that day.
The team we're sending to Paris, we've got 2 college kids, and Russell Robinson and Salif Main. You were in that same situation headed to Daegu in 2011. What would be your biggest piece of advice for them? Just not get overwhelmed when they get to that Olympic stage.
I would say to these young athletes, don't go there for an experience. Everyone is going to try to belittle and make you come down. I want these college athletes to step up. It's no different than NCAAs. I believe this is the hardest team to make, and I always had the confidence that when I made the U.S. team, I believed I can medal. I believe I could contend with the rest of the world. And so, you know, I have a lot of pride in U.S. jumps. I think that the guys that are going to represent will represent to the fullest, and we'll keep this going. But I always believe that the U.S. are going to be contenders for medals.
Looking back at your career that lasted over a decade, what are you going to miss the most?
To be honest, I really got a buzz with the next generation. And so I was always thinking, whether in training or whether in competition, I was always ready for that next one. You know, and so that's what kept that fanned my flame. It kept me going. You know, I always felt that no matter how hungry I was, there was somebody that needed it or wanted it more than me. And I think that's what helped me stay successful and help my longevity. But at the end of the day, I was always very excited when the young guys came. You know, Quincy Williams now in the 400 is showing that, like, age doesn't mean anything, right? It's like, who's hungry, who's put in the time. And so I'm just very excited to see what these young guns are going to do. I also know that there is a key to experiences, a key to being at the stage, but I believe that it's changing of the guards now, and these young guys are going to show up and show out.